Hello guys, this is Snakes95 and I'm going to be reviewing Darkout, developed by Allgraf and published by Kiss LTD. If this video was a preview for Darkout, I'd tell you that it's a great game and has some work that needs to be done before it's complete. Unfortunately, this isn't a preview, and regardless of its full release, it still needs plenty of work. Darkout is a 2D sandbox adventure game in which you crash alone onto the planet of Luna, where darkness is your worst enemy. Similar to titles like Terraria and even Starbound, you'll have to build your own shelter if you intend on surviving against strange spiders, ghouls, and more. Before I get into discussing any further about Darkout, there's one big thing to make a note of. Allgraf released Darkout on December 4th into what seems like a full release, yet it's only stage 1 of 4. I'm all for developers adding content after release to continue keeping players coming back, but when the content they're adding sounds like content that should already be included, I can't say I'm for it as much. The further stages of development are story, biomes, endgame, enemies, and even more. Now that you know that Darkout isn't quite complete, let's discuss what you have to look forward to in Darkout. Once you're put onto the planet Luna, you'll make your own shelter, build whatever you need to allow you to build the necessary tools and weapons you need to survive. The crafting system is a bit complex, making it difficult to understand off the bat, especially as the short tutorial for your journey doesn't teach you that much. Before you can craft anything crazy, you'll need to explore the world to attain research points and then research items you'd like to eventually craft. Researching items will take time ranging from 30 seconds to, say, several minutes. Most items can be created instantly, whereas certain items also take time to craft. When you first jump into Darkout, I'll be honest, there's going to be a lot of information that you would probably wish was in the tutorial, but wasn't, and it'll lead to a big learning curve. This will make your first sitting tough to keep playing and make you question your purchase. If the tutorial was more informative, like the many forum posts and wiki pages I read to start out, then I'd be a happy camper. Once you learn everything from the tutorial should have taught you, and you begin to find some purpose in your building and exploring, it becomes a better game. The issue with Darkout is you never feel like you have a goal or there's an objective. When I was playing Darkout, all I could think was, let's dig as far down into the dirt as I can, or run as far left or right as possible. Now let's extend the size of my house for absolutely no reason. You'll probably end up doing this, get bored, and then start trying to craft and research every item you possibly can until you need to explore for resources again. Whereas in a game like Terraria, the crafting system is easier to use and you can understand how to get what you need to progress. You can consistently find new items, places, and have fun, but in Darkout you don't seem to get that same ecstasy. My favorite moments in Darkout were probably illuminating a cave I excavated and making a ladder to space to see how far I could go. Those were the highlights of my playthrough. If you're patient enough and able to see past many issues there are with Darkout, then this can be a good game for you, although for the average player, you're probably better off. As mentioned before, this is fully released for purchase and not in, say, early access, which would make more sense. So far in stage 1 of development, I've started the game stuck in the floor, had my torches and any other light sources not feel the need to work, come across monsters stuck in walls, and then discovered items without names and descriptions that say, coming soon. There are many bugs and few typos that I've come across that really scream early access at the very least. It's tough for there to be a game I don't enjoy, but when it has bugs and I'm sitting around confused, I can't say I'm enjoying it. My end game has been crafting and researching everything I can and then realizing I have a bunch of stuff I don't know how to use because this game doesn't teach you how. Darkout seems like a game that could have potential alongside other games of its genre, but not in its current state. If Allgraf publishes it and follows through on the content to come, I'd consider it decent. In the end, your purchase of $14.99 for Darkout may not be the best move. Otherwise, thanks for watching guys. If you've played Darkout, let me know what you think of it. This is Snakester95, checking out.